I'm going to demonstrate just a few poses using a double Aerial Yoga Hammock. I've got a 5-yard hammock and a 10-foot ceiling, 2-inch foam back carpet, and a yoga mat. I'm going to have the fabric about shoulder width apart, my feet hip width apart. I'm going to just hinge forward to get warmed up. I'm going to move from that to the downward cat-cow. I want to really articulate my spine when I'm doing this. I'm going to put the fabric behind me. Hands in the middle, wrap up above, twice, foot tap stretch. I want my feet underneath my attachment point. I'll lean forward, and I'm going to rotate around. The other direction, and I can go all the way around. If you want more of a stretch, lower your hands, and then you'll find you're leaning farther forward, and it'll be more of a stretch going all the way around. Moving from that, I stretch my shoulders up, coming up and over for the downward dog. Fabric at the hips, hinging, and I lean forward. I want to drive my heels to the floor, splay my fingers out, have my hips going up to the ceiling. In this position, I can lift one leg at a time. Both legs together. And then I'm going to come up into a front balance. If I'm stable and feel comfortable, I'm going to swing. Put my foot down. This moves me into the psoas massage. I'm going to be in a wide second position. I'm going to rock back and forth. The hammock is giving my psoas a little bit of a massage. From there, I'm going to do the first inversion, which is a shoulder stand. I'm going to shake my hammock out. I'm going to gather up about 5 fingerfuls of fabric, and I'm going to put it back in my hammock. At this point, if you want to take a nice rest, you can. You can swing back and forth. What I'm going to do is move on through to the shoulder stretch. Hands over the head, and around, again. Then into the shoulder stand. I'm going to go as far as you feel comfortable. First, start by just bringing your feet up. And you can come over into your shoulder stand with your feet piped. Bring them up and lower them down and roll back. As with any inversion, you want to sit up slowly. So I'm going to just go up to sit here. You can move from this point to your next inversion. Fabric's over my hips. And tip back. It's over my thighs. Or straddle back. Hands on the back. Back so my hands are on the floor. You can have it at your waist. Straddle back here. Bring your feet into a prayer pose. Hands into a prayer pose. For a nice inversion. Again, remember to come up slowly. I'm going to go into what's called a chair position. I can swing back and forth here. Push upward forward. Come back. Another inversion is what I call a wheelbarrow. Again, you're going to go into your straddle, feet together. This time you're going to walk yourself forward and stretch, tipping your hips. Walk back. And again, when you come to the intermediate position, the chair, and I can lean forward and back. Breathing and breathing. Another fun move is a back roll. You're going to sit in your hammock. Similar to the shoulder stand. You have it over your shoulders. You're grabbing on. And you're going to bring your feet up. You're going to pull. You roll on out. You come on down. There's a lot of variations from straddle back. Another one is a stretch for your front of your leg. I'm going to lean back. One leg in, one leg down. Stretch out. And other side. And taking my time before I come up. Now, there's a pose in the aerial dance world. It's called Lady in the Moon or Man in the Moon. You want to sit with fabric coming right up the middle of your back. You want your head on one side so it supports you. You can let go. It's also called a lounging leopard. Coming out. And I'm a little low for this next one, but it's one called half in, half out. So I'm going to come here, so I'm half in and half out of the hammock. I'm going to pull up and cross over, so it's a similar pose to the Lady in the Moon. And then I'm going to right shoulder out, flamenco my hand. And stretch my feet for fish pose. Coming out, back to your half in, half out, and then up. That brings us to some of the lunge poses. You can have the hammock underneath your knee, lunging forward. You can tuck your leg all the way inside for a hip opener. So I'm basically stretching this side of my hip. I'm going to do the other side. Lunging forward. Then put my foot in for a stretch of the hip. And really there's a lot of other variations that are possible. I would recommend that you take it slow, remember to breathe, and always have fun.